Hello, Scrap and Ains fans. How are we all? I am back. I have a 12 by 12 layout to share with you today with a bit of a Christmas feels to it, documenting 2016's Christmas. Now this one, and I'm a bit excited, is for the YouTube hop, the Aussie YouTube hop for Christmas. Now here are our rules. So you need to hop along to each of the videos, like and comment. I think there's 7 of us in the link, so I'll have all the links in the description box below. But yeah, so it's a bit exciting. This is the first one. You might have seen some earlier where I haven't participated in them. I think the last one was the Halloween one. So yeah, anyway, so I have just gessoed this lovely piece of, I think it's Pink Fresh Studio. It came in my Kitaholic kit last year, the Documenting December kits. And I've gessoed it, and now I'm just using some of that red distress stain to make and the packaging technique to just smoosh some red ink around the background on my page. Now at first I was a bit concerned that this didn't look too Christmassy, that it might have looked like something had gone horribly wrong, but I do manage to mute that down a little bit, that red, just with some of the layers and things I'm going to add to this, which you can see here. I'm using some gold, some vellum there with some gold sort of triangle pieces on it, and then this lovely blue Christmas type paper as well. Now I think this is also Pink Fresh Studio, that blue pattern paper, again coming from my Kitaholic kit from last year, so that has gone a while for me. Now Kitaholic Kit is one of the sponsors. There's a few sponsors in this hop this time around. Who have we got? I think there's Cocoa Vanilla Studio. There is Scrapping Fun Kits, Kitaholic Kits, Cocoa Vanilla Studio, Corbett Creations, and Aunty Vera's Scrap and Craft are all sponsors for this hop, with some great, fantastic prizes up for grabs. So highly recommend that you follow the rules, and you've got to like each of the videos, you've got to comment on each of the videos, and then you will go in the draw to win a prize from one of these lovely sponsors. So yeah, so what I'm doing here is just mounting that with some craft foam, just to give it a bit of dimension and pop up off that red background and the white background as well. I've used that vellum just to, as I said, just to mute down that red a little bit, because it was a little bit too red, a little too Christmassy for my liking. So I've just, covering up a little bit, toning it down just a fraction with these papers. Whoop, photo flying everywhere. Alright, so that is all laid up. Now I contemplate some layering here. I wanted to use this piece here, which is just some more pattern papers. It came in my November Scrapping Fun kit. I've just started subscribing to these guys as well, which is fantastic. Homemade little kits, embellishment kits. They're very cute and very different, so it's quite unique, which is nice. I like unique. So this one here has some Christmas lights on it, and as you can see, I've sort of cut that out to sort of hang from the top, because the picture is actually of our 3 kids and going Christmas light looking last year on Christmas Eve. We have a bit of a tradition that every Christmas Eve we go driving around looking at all the lovely Christmas lights, as just a thing we do. So yeah, so I thought that little bit of pattern paper served its purpose well there. So just adding some more. These little embellishment pieces are also from that Scrapping Fun kit from November. It's a little paper clip tree, and then there's 2 little embellishment pieces. Oh, I'm showing you there, I actually added some gold Heidi Shine. I edited that out, and the drawing as well of it. I added some gold Heidi Shine just to add that little bit touch of bling to it. Again, gold, Christmas kind of goes all together, as well as that, blingy bits of, what happen when you have, when you see the Christmas lights. Now just gluing that down with wet glue, as I've said previously, is because that's quite sort of wet kind of mixed media background. I wanted to use the wet glue so to make sure that it adhered for years to come as best as possible. So just playing around with the positioning of my little patterned paper lights there. And I did have this particular spot I wanted it in, and then I couldn't remember if that was the right way, so I ended up just committing to it and sticking it down and making it work, and I'll go from there. Because otherwise I would be fussing with it forever. So just having a look through, what you can see off to the right there is some more little bits and pieces from that Scrapping Fun kit from November. I love these little candy canes. They're so cute. So I don't know if I put the 2 down. I might change my mind here. We shall see. I originally had 2, and then when I took everything off to start sticking, I might have just changed my mind. And there's these, excuse me, there's also these little like flare pieces that came in that little kit as well. So there was this one, which I decided needed to go there. Just balanced out to me with the candy cane, and it just kind of fitted there really well, so I just rolled with it. And then these little bits of washi tape here. One's got coloured Christmas trees, and the other's got different coloured stockings, Christmas stockings on it as well. Quite different. I don't believe they're from any, collection, or they're not from any big manufacturer. That I think Raelene creates all of these herself, which is quite clever. And as I said, it makes it quite unique. Unless you subscribe, you're not going to get it. Now, this sticker sheet here is an old Kaiser Craft one, and I'm just using some word stickers from that. One says documented. I think this one that I'm going to cut the ends off to make like a little banner piece at the end. Sure, there's a word for that I've heard before. It's like fishtail or something, maybe. And it says memories, as you can see there. Perfect fitting in with the colours of green and red, which is Christmas. And then I add this gold star washi. That's from my stash, and that just adds a bit of bling again at the bottom, because Christmas is all about the shiny bits and pieces as well. Now I do play with this, but I kind of didn't quite like the way it sat down the bottom there. I sort of thought, it looked too bulky, so I took that off. I'm just playing with my photo there because it wouldn't quite sit the way I flat, which was bugging me. As you can see, I keep going back to it. It was bothering me a little bit. Not that you can tell on screen, but I knew, and it was bothering me. Now, where have I gone? Trying to come up with a title was a bit tricky. Now, I am using, some of what I'm using here, as I said, was in my old Kitaholic Kits from last year. I got the Documenting December one last year, and I'm actually getting this year's one as well, which should hopefully come this week, fingers crossed. So I was trying to use up that. I've made a bit of a Christmas kit up, so anything in my stash that was Christmassy has all gone into a 12x12 box, and that's what I'm using for this year as well. So these gold thickers were in it, but I was trying to come up with, I guess a bit witty, instead of just putting Christmas 2016 title, but I had trouble with it because I didn't have enough letters or numbers. So as you can see here, I go to use those black ones and then didn't like it because they were too small. So I actually pulled these thicker words out, and they're actually from the Chamel's Glitter Girl collection. And I thought, well, this is perfect. 1, 2, 3, and cheer, because Christmas cheer. So I'm using this page as kind of like a title page in my family album from last year. So yes, I'm a bit behind. Because I really like this photo and I wanted it to go on its own. Thought it was perfect as well for the YouTube hop. So yeah, I'm going to use that in my album. I've spoken about this before as a bit of a title page, and then I have the next pages are Project Life pages from Christmas Day. Now last year I did a documenting the December Daily, mini album, and then I have my normal 12x12 family album. So what I've decided is the family album will house all of what happened in December as per usual, but then my December Daily from last year has everything. I pretty much took pictures nearly every day, which was a bit daunting to keep up with. So this year I've decided that it's going to just be called Documenting December, and it's just going to be a mini album of all things Christmassy. And then in our family album we will just have other bits and pieces from December, because it's two of our kids' birthdays, and yeah, so that's my plan, because otherwise daily's just too much, and I don't like getting behind and catching up as such. Now I was a bit bugged by now having this random green flare sitting there, so I decided to try and turn it into a bit of an embellishment cluster. So what I have there is my plastic little box that has all my sequins and my acrylic shapes and wood veneer. Oh no, wood veneer's not that one, it's in a different box. As well, because I thought, oh, that might fit perfectly. In the end, I actually tipped this out and it kind of all just fell into the right spot. So I'm using these 3 wood veneers, which are from Corbett Creations, I should mention, to just add a tiny, teeny embellishment cluster. So yeah. So I've used a couple of different bits and pieces here, you can see from some of our sponsors. So I've used some Kitaholic Kits, past kits. I've used the current, or November it was, Scrapping Fun kits. I've got some wood veneer there from Corbett Creations. And yeah, I think that's it. So what I've just done there is done some rough lines, done some journaling, just saying what I actually said to you at the beginning, that on Christmas Eve we have a tradition that we go and look at the lights. I felt this needed a bit of a doodly border, just because it's white and all sort of just spread out with all those black dots and the paint or the ink and whatnot. So I just thought the doodly border will confine it all in a little bit for the eye. I think I ended up adding some doodly hearts to this border as well. Yep, that's what I'm doing there. And then this pretty much sums up the layout. So I will have some close-ups, some photos, as well as some video as well. So, and again, forgive me if you are a subscriber, I am still working out my tripod and all this business with doing close-ups. But as I said, don't forget to hop along to the other videos, the other girls that are doing this. I will have everything in the description box below for you, just to win some of the awesome prizes. There are some great prizes up for grabs from our sponsors, so store credits and vouchers and things like that. So you don't want to miss out going into the draw for that. It's always nice to get some scrappy mail. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. There's a list of our sponsors. Bye.